Soil in 1986. Soil were a British indie pop group, formed in Manchester in 1984, by North Manchester school friends, Kevin Siddall, songwriter/guitar, Lee Bennett, bass guitar, and Rob Kerford, drums, and University of Manchester student, Matthew Karas, songwriter/vocal/keyboard/harmonica. Kerford left the group, just before the first gig, and Matthew's neighbor, Ravi Lobeer, stood in on drums. Lobeer, Kerford and guitarist, Siddall, all played drums on the 4-song cassette, Too Ill to Close the Door, which was duplicated and distributed by the group, and reviewed in City Life and the Manchester Evening News. After auditioning a few drummers, Gary Farrell, from Stretford, joined the group. In this lineup, Soil supported the Smiths in Kilburn, on October 23, 1986, at Morrissey's invitation. Karas had given Morrissey a cassette during a chance encounter, and received a postcard shortly afterwards. In the same year, Soil played at venues around Manchester, and regularly appeared at the Boardwalk. Their only release was a flexi single on the cover of Debris fanzine, edited by Dave Haslam. The track, Front Room, was played on BBC Radio 1 by John Peel several times, as well as on local radio stations, BBC Radio Manchester and Red Rose Radio. Matthew and Kevin recorded 3 jingles for the BBC Radio Manchester show, Meltdown, which were played weekly for several months. Soon after the Smiths concert, both Gary Farrell and Lee Bennett left the group. Matthew and Kevin played one concert with a backing tape, before recruiting bassist Phil Morris and drummer Ged O'Brien, who played at their final performance at the Boardwalk in 1987. Matthew and Kevin have written and recorded sporadically since 1987, but have not released anything or performed in public. Matthew Karas has played bass guitar and harmonica with the Fallen Leaves since 2009, and various instruments with Glassglue since 2003.